Hey, what's going on? This question comes from a blog reader who posted this question as a comment on the blog last week in regards to gearing up for summer and whether or not Christian women should wear bathing suits or bikinis. So a question along those lines. Before I get to that question, I'm going to get to a deeper question, and I'm just going to ask people to check your heart. This is a topic that I don't think everyone will agree on, and so finding a point of commonality is to check your heart. I've seen women wear one-piece bathing suits, and yet their attitude, comportment, and demeanor is that of a very immodest woman. So I'm not going to say, hey, this bathing suit is okay and this bathing suit is not okay. Well, two pieces are okay, but not a Brazilian two-piece or something. So I think we can kind of teeter on the laws, and I would rather just check the heart. With that being said, I'd also like to throw into the mix the idea of one person's level of modesty may differ depending on country, depending on state, and even depending on locale. I had done a youth ministry trip with my church and my church in an urban environment, and partnered with the church in a beachside environment. And the difference between them was very funny. We had prepared our kids and told them, modest is hottest, and please keep yourself covered. Girls who are rather, well and down in the chest area, I had asked them to maybe wear like some loose tank tops over it. Guys don't let their pants sag. And when we had joined up with this other church, it was very close to the beach, the youth pastor was explaining to me when we were having this conversation, is that the culture out there is very different, that a lot of mothers and grandmothers and students will wear bathing suits to church, throw a tank top underneath, and then hit the beach afterwards. So the levels of standards of what is considered immodesty and what is considered modest are very different. So if you ask somebody, what is socially acceptable, a lot depends on the area. Specifically, I was in Africa last week. I cannot go in as a Westerner and tell them, your exposed breast is immodest, because there's a part of their culture that's intertwined with that. So how do we find a bridge? How is there a level of reciprocity where I can understand and appreciate a culture and yet remain true to my own personal convictions and where God has placed me? What can I learn from them, and what can they learn from us, but how do we glorify God together? So I'm going to post a few things on the blog. Join the conversation. If you found a wonderful, amazing bathing suit that you just want to share with the whole world, you can go ahead and do that, or you can share your own level of modesty, or in some cases, immodesty. Thanks so much. See you next week.